Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to the Eternal City of Obsidian. My name is TESA TABOO, and this is TESA's Tarot. Hi. This is my world, and this is going to be your mid-December 2020 Oracle and Tarot reading. What can I start with? There is so much to say about Sagittarius season, aside from the fact that I have been going through some of my own lessons that I have need to learn, mostly having to do with Chiron, the wounded healer comet that orbits between Saturn and Uranus. My Chiron is in Taurus. And Chiron represents those deep, deep childhood wounds that get triggered throughout your life that need healing and love and tender affection. So I have been having quite a time with my Chiron, with my inner wounded child. Let me just tell you, wow. So my Chiron is in Taurus. And Taurus is all about values, what you value, possessions, self-worth, monetary gain, all of that. And which basically means that as a child, I learned at a very young age what it's like to have things taken away from you. Okay. But I am going to go, I was actually planning on doing a chit chat, get to know me video. And I decided to film these mid-December tarot readings for you guys first, because it just makes more sense to finish off this year, 2020, and to just wrap it up, to finish it up before I kind of take you guys on my journey. I want to be on this journey with you guys, but then I also want you guys to be on a journey with me as well. And my get to know me video is really about how astrology and tarot kind of saved my life on a lot of levels, and how I've been really able to get to know myself on an intimate level through astrology and through tarot. Tarot is very much tied to astrology in so many different ways. There's so many layers to tarot, so many dimensions to tarot. And it is a mathematical system that is based off of astrology. So, I want to, through expressing my own personal story, I'm hoping that I can help other people, because, it's not like I'm the only person in the world that has these placements in my chart that has brought a lot of challenges in my life. I've had to face a lot of challenges in my life. And after learning, through astrology about, why and what are the aspects that is causing this, it's like, holy cow, it was like such a big, it was like such a release on a lot of levels, because it's like I finally have some answers, I'm finally able to kind of like put the puzzle pieces together. And oh my God, it feels so good to just like be able to understand that there's like an answer to something that you're searching for. There could be something that you're searching for inside of you, and it's like there's an answer out there. And I'll talk more about it in my other video that I'm going to do. This is just kind of like a little preview. And with me also doing a get to know me through my birth chart, You'll also kind of get to see a little bit more about how I do birth chart analysis, how I break it down, all the different things that I talk about in regards to birth charts. Because my goal for this channel is to be able to get to know you guys better too, and to do birth chart readings and tarot readings for you guys as well. And the way that I would deliver those readings and that analysis is going to be through video like this. So I would film a video, you would email me and send me your birthday and time and everything like that, and then I would make a video for you and I would send you a private link. Okay, so that's how I plan on doing that. I'm still in the process though, I'm making a website. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff related to this channel, so yeah. Anyway, I did want to do like a get to know me, because I wanted you guys to know me on a personal level. I want you to know my journey, and just kind of like welcome you into my world, so I can get to know you as well. So, with that being said, Sagittarius, big month. We just had a partial lunar eclipse. We are having a solar eclipse in Sagittarius on Monday. Chiron is going direct in Aries on the 16th, and then we're having the great Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius on December 21st. Wow. Ooh, that is going to be really big. We are basically exiting a 200-year period where all the Jupiter-Saturn conjunctions were taking place in Earth signs, which happens every 20 years, and we are moving into air signs. So starting December 21st, for the next 200 years, every single Jupiter-Saturn conjunction is going to be in an air sign. So a lot of astrologers are saying that this is what is kicking off. This is the kicking off point for the age of Aquarius. There are some arguments against that, saying that the age of Aquarius isn't actually going to take effect for another couple hundred years. So that is something that I'm just going to leave to individual interpretation, okay? And modes of opinion. But you probably will come across some videos out there that say we're entering the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius, and people are getting all excited about it. In my personal opinion, it's a transit. And maybe like it's like a catalyst. I kind of think of it as like a seed, it's kind of like that initial, it's, like that game Telephone, when you share, like you whisper a story in one ear and then like it has to go around, and there's like 20 people in the room until it comes back to that same person. That's kind of how I see this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. It's kind of like this is that first whisper. And then once it kind of like does its thing and does its magic, and it really starts to the energy really starts to transcend into our reality, and it really starts to shift our reality, and then it like comes back around to that last person. That's when I feel like once it comes back around to that last person, that's when that feeling in totality, like we are in the age of Aquarius, like that kind of all-encompassing feeling that the completion has happened, that initial trigger was put out into the universe and has come full circle, and now we can all kind of understand as a whole, like, yes, we are in the age of Aquarius. That's kind of how I view the age of Aquarius. I feel like this is just that, December 21st is kind of like that first whisper. So I think it's going to be really cool, nonetheless, to be tuned into that, though, like mentally and spiritually. Okay, so with that being said, the fact that we are transitioning from 200-year cycle of big time earth energy into air, think of everything that has happened in the year 2020. Oh my god, earth has had enough. Earth has had enough, okay? We have we have reached the end of this earth cycle, and boy have we reached the end of this earth energy cycle, because we have consumed our poor planet to the point of like, she is tired. She is tired, and it's time for a new approach. It's time for a new cycle. It's time to start thinking outside the box. It's time to start doing things differently. And the fact that we are having our Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius, which is the sign of revolution, of reformation, of restructuring, humanitarian efforts, social justice, progress-oriented thinking, new technologies, more sustainable living. It's really going to force us to take everything we have been consuming, all we have been doing, and we're alive in the same time. You and me, we're here. We're here. So we know with the internet, with everything, we're consuming things at an incredible pace. Information consumption, product consumption, it's too much. So the lesson that this 200 years of earth, the lesson, and even though we weren't alive 200 years ago, it doesn't matter. We're here for the lesson. 2020 is here in our lifetime to teach us a lesson, to teach us that we need to ground ourselves in the things that we value, and people are learning this right now. That 2020 is teaching them about what they need to be grateful for, what they need to value, and what they need to get rid of. What is no longer, and we're not just talking about possessions, values, things that have some kind of worth to it is very significant in this, because, and specifically because currently Uranus is in Taurus. So the planet of restructuring, of revolution, of bigger ideas, of sustainable living is in the sign of Taurus. And Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It's all about value. It's all about possessions. It's about money. It's about worth, self-worth, and also what is worthy for us, the things that, like, material possessions, okay? So there is a big lesson going on here with restructuring our value system. And really deeply grounding ourselves in the things that we value and understanding what we don't need. Okay, this is going to be really important. And Taurus and Uranus, they are both here with us this year in 2020 to teach us what we need to, what we should value and hold on to, and what we need to let go of. Okay, and this is what's going to bring us. This is what's going to help bring us into this new age of air, of, what's kicking off the age of Aquarius, what's bringing us into this new realm, where that's going to drive us into the future. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. With that being said, like I've been experiencing, like, my value system, because my Chiron is in Taurus, and that has a lot to do with the wounding of my inner child. I have like a really interesting kind of perspective on all this, because the wound of my inner child is like, I know what it's like to have everything taken away from you. Okay? I've experienced abandonment. My family has gone through war. My parents getting divorced. Like, I've been, even though like I do have a mom and a dad, on some levels, like, I kind of was an orphan, because even after I was born, my mom and dad didn't take care of me. My grandparents took care of me. So I was like kind of being I was being misplaced. I was constantly being misplaced. So things were always being taken away from me. People were being taken away from me. My mom and dad divorced. I was very close to my dad. And when my mom and dad divorced, my mom had custody of us. And it's just a lot of different things. And like I said, like my family is from the Balkans, Eastern Europe. They went through a whole war in the 90s. Things were taken away. It's just like, so I have this like, this inner wound, and there's actually more. That's not even the end of it, but we'll save that for another video. So like my understanding of value is like different, and I'm kind of going through this whole process right now of healing and like needing to reconcile my own childhood wounds and needing to understand my own value system and how I place value on things, because when I'm just like being me and I'm just like being my Sagittarius self, nothing is permanent. Like I don't know. So, but anyway, so the cards that I'm going to, but jumping now into the reading is going to be a little bit different than some of my other readings. I'm only going to pull 3 cards, because we're really going to hone in on this whole value thing. We're really going to, in this particular video, we're really going to, understand what it means to find a value in things, and to not allow ourselves to want to consume more and more and more. We always want more information. We want to know more. We want to have the answers. We want like everything now. So for this particular reading, where I usually pull like a whole bunch of cards, I'm actually only going to pull 3 cards, because you know what? You can learn so much from just one card. Like there's so much information that you can get from one card. And I promise you right now that half of the things that I've been talking about in this video is going to come out in one way or another in these cards already. I already feel like half of what I've shared, it's already going to be tuned in. Okay. I don't know. You'll see what I mean. I pre-shuffled the cards. Like I don't look at, that's just not, no. I don't do that. But, yeah, that's the best way to explain it. So it's just, it's just really going to be about grounding ourselves in what it is we value, and that is the theme of this video. So Gram's in the kitchen right now. Okay. So I'm using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, the Enchanted Map Oracle, and Influence of the Angels Tarot. And for the first card, we have Beauty. The first thing that I thought was the solar eclipse. When I saw this Beauty card, I was like, the solar eclipse that's happening in Sagittarius, this is going to be a beautiful energy. This is going to be a beautiful energy. But you know what, Sagittarius? Since we're talking about our value system, I think that this might be like, I don't know if it's your lesson or if this is how you're feeling right now. I feel like your lesson is in learning, is in valuing what you find beautiful. Okay? What is it that you find beautiful? I think that is what you need to discover. okay? Like, really think about it. What is beautiful to you? What is beautiful to you? I feel like the answer to that question, like, really, really think about it and feel it. I think that's going to be very significant. What is beautiful to you? Nature? A person who's well put together, who has like a nice suit on or something, you know, like, and whatever it is, whatever that thing is that is beautiful to you, that you find, like, really picture in your head what your definition of beauty is. And let that be your, like, guide. Okay? Let that lead you into the future that you want for yourself. That image, that idea of beauty. Or become that. Become it. Okay, so for the Enchanted Map Oracle, we have flying. I feel like for some of you, you guys are ready to travel. You're ready. For a lot of you, that image of beauty is like somewhere in nature, you know, or like another culture, or experiencing something new, you know, something you've never seen before. Sometimes our idea of beauty can be elusive. It can be like some like abstract vision that we know is out there. We just haven't seen it yet, you know. I know you guys are explorers. So, flying. Yeah. There's definitely... Some of you are going somewhere. But there is... I'm feeling like a lot of you that what drives you is, what you find beautiful is landscapes, other worlds, you know, other countries, other places that you haven't seen, you know, the magic that exudes in the environment of places that you've never seen, you know, and like, let yourself envision. And if you can't go anywhere, even if you can't fly anywhere right now, even if you are being restricted to your home, I really feel this is like, let yourself envision it. Like, sit down or lay down on your couch, kind of like meditate, you know, like let yourself dream, like let your mind take you to these beautiful places. This is what you value, Sagittarius. This is what you value. Your value is travel. Your value is seeing new things. It enriches your soul. Okay, seeing beautiful things, this is what brings value to your life. So if you can't actually do it physically, then it's okay to allow yourself the freedom to have visions. Allow yourself the freedom to think about what you're going to do next year. Allow yourself the freedom to dream about all the places you're going to go 5 years from now. You know, like whatever, if this is your end goal to travel, because this is what enriches your soul, allow those visions to guide you. Allow those places to motivate you to do what you need to do now so you can get there. And I know that you're going to have a sparkle in your eye no matter what you have to do, because your visions, because you're going to become so good at envisioning this flying, envisioning the process of buying a plane ticket, of packing, of going and stepping into this new place. And for the last card, we have Two of Wands. This is Mars in Aries. The first decan of Mars. Okay, I'll talk more about decans in my get to know me video, but the first decan of Aries, beginning of Aries. So this is like extra Aries. This is Mars in Aries. This is Aries to the 10th degree. So yeah, this is really about you setting off on your path, setting off on your life. You're just like, I'm going to do it. Like, you're like, yep, I'm going to do it. I have the vision. I see the beauty. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to be doing 5 years from now. And this is you taking that step. This is you in full control, in full like emperor mode. You know, Mars, like the god of war. Like I've got my inspiration. I've got my tools. I'm stepping out into the world with this vision in my mind. I have this vision. It's beautiful. And I'm setting off on my journey to go get that, to go towards that, to travel. And it's like, that is a journey in and of itself. I know you guys like adventure. I know you like journeys. And that in and of itself, the journey that needs to unfold so you can get to that, you know, it's part of this journey. Even if you can't actually physically hop on a plane, an airplane right now, it's still the things that you find beautiful, the places you want to go, it's part of your journey right now. It's part of your journey right now because it's in your space. It's taking up your mental space. Okay, and this is you like being grounded. It's allowing yourself to be grounded in taking that first step, in initiating that first step, so you can make the goal, so you can make that vision a reality. Okay, and this is this is the value. This is your value. Being able to discover beauty. You want to discover beauty in the world, you know, and carry it like a talisman of wisdom and knowledge and information. You know, it makes you cultured, it makes you worldly. Take that journey. However you need to take that journey. Take that journey. This is my message for you, Sagittarius. I mean, it's only 3 cards, but I think it's pretty powerful. So I'm telling you, get grounded in your value system. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Bye.